Traders, welcome back to another Relentless video. Yesterday we had a conversation in the Discord that I wanted to talk about here more openly on the channel. And we're in there, we're having fun, and out of nowhere the question pops up, hey, RT, when is the right time to walk away? When is the right time to quit? When is the right time to leave? When is the right time to, move on? And so, first and foremost, here in this community, we never lose. When approaching trading in a safe and methodical way where we're managing risk and being disciplined, we never lose. We take lessons, right? That's the first thing. So when we refer to moving on from one career, one field, one sector, one form of business to another, there is no such thing as quitting. That's the first thing I want to address, right? This concept of quitting doesn't exist. What we do, we move on. And let's talk about it, right? There's an opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is when you're spending time doing one thing, but that could have been time being spent doing something else. And so, in life, we always come to these crossroads, right? Where we have to make some tough decisions, some hard decisions. And ultimately, the only thing we can do is trust ourselves. And, there's a couple of things to consider. How long have you been trading? How long have you been at it? How long have you been putting in work towards this day trading thing? Are you still passionate, right? Have you been passionate? Are you even passionate? These are all questions that come up. Have you been giving it your absolute all? And along the way in your journey, have you been actively trying to improve? That is key. Actively trying to improve. There's still a lot of people that I'll talk to behind the scenes who are not recording their trades, who are not studying, they're not reviewing, and they're not keeping any data. So they have no idea where they need to go, what they have to try and revert, and change. And so, guys, day trading is a form of business. I'll always say this, and I'll say it again. Imagine any other field, your doctors, your lawyers, your CPAs, any other fields, your veterinarians. They all have to go through school. They all have to go through examination. Because day trading is so easily accessible, we can just pull it up on our computer, our cell phone, and start trading. We don't go through any education. We don't go through any school, any rigorous examination and testing and practical studies and work and lab work. We just pick up the phone, the computer, and think that we're millionaire traders overnight. It will not work that way. And think about how long these other people in these other fields will study for. 4 years, 8, 10, 12, right? To get that mastery of a subject, you have to put in work. Now, there does come a time where you've given something your all. You've been actively trying to improve. You've been studying as hard as you can. You've been trying everything known to man, but it still is not clicking. It's not connecting. It's not working. And, we are all humans. We're all in different places financially, mentally, emotionally. Our situations are different. Some of us will have families. Some of us are paying, a mortgage. We're trying to operate other businesses, all these different things. And so you have to look at yourself where you are, right? This is not a one size fit all. It's a unique thing, right? Trading is a little subjective at times when it comes to certain topics. And this is one of those topics. You have to reflect, sit back and look and see where you are. And, from there, then, how am I doing on all other aspects of my, well-being, when it comes to, and just life in general. Am I putting too much effort towards trading to where it's no longer feasible? I'm running out of capital. I'm not mentally where I need to be for this relationship that I'm in. These are all questions we have to ask ourselves. And if you're going through that checklist and things are not adding up, at the end of the day, it has to make sense. If it's not making sense, then we move on. We move on, we continue to another venture, we try something else. And that's one of the tricks of life, is that ultimately we never know, we're not born knowing our calling. We don't know what it is that we'll love, what we'll enjoy, And so it's very, very difficult to, go to school for these 4 years of university and figure out what it is that we love. But at the end of the day, we can never have regrets if we give it our all, if we tried our best, if we put it in the complete maximum effort. For me, that's what it's all about. If I give something my all, how can I have regrets? How can I have regrets? It's when I know I didn't study, I didn't study for the test and I failed. It's when I know, that guilt is inside of me, when I know I didn't put forth my best effort. And that's why every day, I always say we have to make it count. It's already February, we're going into March, and before we blink, it's going to be June, and then September again. And it's going so fast. So we have to put in the work. We have to have balance in our schedule. We have to make time. If we don't have time, we have to find time, make time. And, trading isn't this thing where you necessarily need to be there all day. But if you can trade for that hour, study at least for 30 minutes towards the end of the day, going over your trades, that's what it really takes. You do that for a few months, and, again, you're following the safe, methodical blueprint, right? The risk management, of trading in a simulator first, taking it slow. Or if you are live, you're using very small size, you're understanding the concepts of day trading, the fundamentals, the technicals, and not just going guns a-blazing. You stand a good chance at understanding, hey, is this for me or is this not for me? And a lot of times pretty quickly. I remember in high school, my first coding class, I went in there, I completed the semester, I passed the class with an A, but immediately I knew, hey man, this software engineering and coding thing is just not my style. So, there you have it, guys. Be sure to, check out the links down below. If you are interested in furthering your education, be sure to check out the MMU course, and be sure to check out the Discord, right? A lot of times too, it's atmosphere. You need to be around the right set of people, and you want that high energy. So be sure to check out the Discord, which is our chat room. It's completely free. And yeah, check out the social media links as well. It's been Relentless Trader. Hit that thumbs up. I am, of course, signing out.
I have given every single thing, every ounce of my life to this craft, to perfecting my craft, and I continue to do so. And in the process, I have lost my mind to regular society, to people who wake up at 9 a.m., who clock out at 5 p.m. They would look at me and say, I've lost my mind, but me, I have found it.